Hi Cancer, welcome to Magpie Moonchild. My name is Kayleigh. This is your monthly general tarot reading. All the housekeeping, as always, is down below. Let's get on and see what you've got for May. What have we got for the first week of May? What energy have we got? This one, actually that one's coming with it. So we have the Six of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. You need to be wary of people that are not taking what they want or not giving too much away. I'm all for helping people. One, it seems like you're giving help to someone who really isn't helping themselves. They expect you to do everything for them, when really the best thing you can do is be cruel to be kind and maybe make them stand on their own 2 feet. Remind them that there is support there if they need it, but they have to learn to do things on their own, or you have to show them that they can do things on their own. Doing things for them isn't going to help rehabilitate them in any way. Sometimes there are people you just can't help, Cancer. Like, it's not your job to fix them. You can give them the tools, but if they don't choose to fix themselves, that's on them. That's not on you. Equally, I feel like somebody is implying that there is a fair trade-off somewhere, and they are actually taking what they want, with no intention of really giving that back. It's about making sure that you are benefiting as much as the other person, and equally, because somebody is out for what they can get, not necessarily what they're giving back. You've gone into this energy like, yeah, that's fine, we'll have a mutual energy exchange, and this person's going, I'm taking what I can get. I'm here for me, I'm serving me first. There is no mutual energy exchange as such. You will come off on the lesser end of that bargain. Also, I think you're reaching out the olive leaf to someone, but they'll just be like, nope. It's all about them. It's not about you. You'll be like, hey, we haven't spoken for a while. You didn't speak to me. Blah, 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 blah. The guilt trip that you haven't invested energy in them. If that's the case, maybe this energy is, well, have you called me? Have you spent time with me? Where the fuck were you when this was going on? Or do you know what I mean? Don't give them a guilt trip, but like, reflect back to them. If they say, you haven't rung me for weeks, go, well, I rung you last. You haven't rung me for weeks. Because I feel like they're projecting stuff, but it's all about them. They want to come out as the good guy. They want to come out the winner. So it's not going to be a mutual energy exchange, but by all means mirror them. In that case, just go, well, you're capable of picking up the phone too, or and don't stop giving your energy away for free. You should be. I feel like you're doing favours for someone, or you've started a business and you're going, yeah, I'll do that for you, I'll do that for you, I'll do that for you. And then they don't recommend you to other people, or they don't even say thank you, or they'll say they'll leave a review on your business page and they don't, or do you know what I mean? It's like you're putting energy out and getting very little back. Likewise, if somebody comes to you for a sponsor, I'm getting a sponsorship deal, make sure you're very clear what you expect in return. And if they renege on that, go, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to pull the sponsorship because you've reneged on your end. It's making sure that people are keeping up their end of the deal because somebody's about to try and cop out of it. Second week, you have the King of Swords. This is looking at facts. Don't be emotionally... The King of Swords is not emotionally swayed. You can't emotionally manipulate the King of Swords. He sees facts and he makes decisions based on those facts. And if it comes to it, he will ruthlessly cut off someone or punish someone because the law was very clear, the agreement was very clear, and somebody's reneged on that agreement or crossed the boundary or broken a threshold that is not acceptable into the realms of not being acceptable, and so he will make sure that justice is served. So if that's the case, if somebody has done this to you and taken chunks out of you and made out it's you, or you've set a boundary and they've crossed it, or not met you in the middle, maybe it's time to reevaluate that relationship, and if necessary, maybe consider eliminating that from your kingdom, so to speak, that person isn't a part of your life anymore, as hard as that may be. Yeah, he makes clear decisions, but don't be... Cancers are empathic and they're people pleasers, so by nature, so they are kind of very easily manipulated emotionally. If you make them feel bad enough, they will oblige. So please be mindful that somebody out there is trying to emotionally manipulate you right now into doing what they want. You haven't done anything as bad as they're suggesting you have. They're having a tantrum because they want you to do something and you're not doing it. Anyway, the third week is the King of Wands. This is about you feeling confident and passionate and driven, possibly in your career, but certainly your instincts are on point right now. The King of Wands is passionate about who he helps. So this kind of feels like by whittling out those people that don't serve you, and I don't mean serve you as in they bring you everything you need. I mean like there is no mutual energy exchange. By doing that, you kind of the ones that pull you down, the negative energy, the energy vampires are kind of eliminated, or you've eliminated them. You kind of find this new invigorated strength and power within you to continue that, it's this kind of strength and knowing of your worth and confidence. And you kind of, I really get that things start coming in for you. Like if you wish it or manifest it, because Cancers are brilliant manifestors. If you kind of will it into being, it will be. I kind of get like you are master of manifestation at this moment, and also creativity. I don't know if you've been thinking about doing some artwork, but whatever your talent is, it's about to really like ramp up right now. Like your abilities are about to ramp up to, if you're really good at art, it's going to be like, wow, okay. And I don't know if you've been like plugging your talent as a business, but it kind of feels like you'll be noticed in that week. Like all of a sudden people will start buying your artwork, or people will, I don't know, whatever you're being recognised for, people will come to you in order to have that come in. They want to know you. They want your service. They want your talent. They want to use your talent to decorate their home or enrich their life in some way. So whatever it is you're passionate about, and you know that's your talent and you've honed it, people are going to be recognising it and wanting that. And you can make choices then. You can make choices around it and where you want to go with it, and strategize how you're going to use your talent. Let's see what we've got for the last part of May. It's that one. We have the Three of Swords. Heartbreak and pain. I think the realization of cutting these people out, or them not being in a part of your life, or because you've set boundaries, people are going to start kicking off. Is that the word I'm looking for? They're going to react negatively towards these boundaries that you've set. Okay, you're like, I'm not tolerating that behaviour, so they will literally have a hissy fit because you've told them they can't have something they want. In which case that boundary was vital that it's there. Equally, a boundary should have an effect on people, right? Okay, if it's there for a reason, it's there for a reason. They will either see it and go, oh my goodness, yeah, you're right, I need to change my behaviour, or that boundary's there, kick off about it. Okay, and I think it's going to be, look what I did for you, look what I did for you, which will never overall marry up to what they've taken from you, so don't even fall for that. But yeah, if you look at this is someone that is using another person as a human shield so that they can take the blades for them. They will take the hit, and this person is literally being stabbed in the back. This person has no intention of being held accountable for their actions. Those swords weren't aimed for this person. They were aimed for the person that isn't stabbed by them. These people will put themselves first. And the realization of that means that dynamics within the relationship has changed, and that will naturally cause trauma within your life, because it's an altered reality, in the sense that you've kind of gone along the whole time thinking that something is one way, and then the realization that no, they're not. And it's not like, no, they're not, oh my god, it's better. It's, oh my god, that's everything that I should have had. They've not met me in the middle. They've not yeah. And any change, especially a negative one, has an element of trauma to it, because the reality that you thought you were living into isn't there anymore, and you have to adjust, and that brings up emotions and feelings that need to be processed. So yeah, naturally, and I think you'll realise that people have either been using you as a human shield, or they're quite prepared to make the mistake and then blame you. It's kind of gaslighting, and it really is that gaslighting kind of energy where you'll call them up on something and they'll go, but I did that because you did X, Y, Z. And you're like, no, no. Or they'll say that it didn't happen. That didn't happen like that. I was joking. You knew I was joking. No, I didn't. That's why I took it to heart. But yeah, it's, yeah. But yeah, that takes an amount of grieving, especially if they're fundamental relationships like a partner or family or a parent. Yeah. So there's an element of grieving. While you're in this, you're like, oh, I feel so good doing that. And there's that initial wave of, yes, I'm doing it. And then the kind of, the other emotions that come with adjustment come into play. Let's see what we've got for your overall energy for the month of May. There we go, this one. The 5 of Cups. It's not going to be an easy month. I'm not even going to pretend. Yes, it's empowering, and yes, it's a really healthy thing that you're doing by setting these boundaries, but it is going to leave you in a more negative headspace because you're looking back over things that you thought weren't necessarily a problem, and then you have the realization that actually they might well have been, or and also, if it means cutting people out, that's hard and that's traumatic, and that can leave us in this negative headspace, and that can make you feel quite lonely as well, actually, because you're like, I've just cut my field of people down to 3 instead of 10, say, and that's when you go, yeah, but they're 3 quality people, not 10 people that are sapping. 7 of those people were sapping energy from me rather than putting anything back. Whereas at least these 3 are mutual. It's better to have 3 good friends than 20 friends that say they're friends but not. But yeah, it's about focusing on what you do have rather than focusing on what isn't there anymore. So it's about looking at the situation in a more positive way, not getting lost in the negative aspects of it, although that's very hard to do, to keep out of the things. By all means, acknowledge the pain of them going. It's not that, it's just at some point you have to go, I'm better off without them. As hard as it is, I'm better off without them. Overall, you know, once I've processed this, I'm going to be in a much better place. And by getting, sounds awful, but by removing those people, the space they took up in your life is now free for better people to come in. And I think you'll find once you're vibing higher, like I said, once you've done that, you'll step into your power, like the wisdom, like that you're in a wiser place. There's a snake around his arm, and that's wisdom gained. Once that comes in, you'll start realizing that, oh my goodness, I've got rid of these negative people. Look at all these wonderful people that are coming in to I've made space, and now this space is being filled up by positive people. So yeah, anyway, I hope that is some use to you, Cancer. Hopefully I'll see you again on the weeklies. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will see you again soon. Bye for now.